Louisa,
Yes.
you've written a novel about the First World War, which describes someone who's been sort of disfigured, as I can see it. Could you explain sort of some of the historical background as a historian to it?
Well, the First World War came about like any world war because it's basically the countries were like gangs, and England was friends with France, and France was being threatened by Germany because Germany was threatening Belgium, and bit by bit all the different countries got drawn into it, and then there was a serious danger that Germany, which wanted more room because they wanted more coal, which is like the oil of nowadays, they wanted to expand, they were prosperous, they wanted more space. So they thought they'd expand into Belgium, and France said, "Oi, Belgium's next door to us, you can't come in there, we don't like that." And then France is saying, "Oi, England, come and be on our side." And then we're thinking, if they do, they might invade France, and then they might very well invade us, and nobody wants to be invaded. They want to keep their own land safe. So bit by bit, the whole world got drawn into this war, and if the whole world gets drawn in, it's not just countries and governments, it's soldiers, and soldiers means the young men. And when the young men get drawn in, then they're all out there fighting wars, so who's going to do the work back at home? Well, that's the women. And who's going to look after the wounded men? Well, that would be the nurses. So who's going to be the nurses? Well, that will be the young women. So you had a whole shift of all sorts of things. And then when all the men came back after the war and said, "Can we have our jobs back?" And the women were saying, "Well, yeah, but actually we've had jobs now, and we've earned some money, and we've lived our own lives a bit, and we like that." So there was an awful lot of social shift. Because also you'd have like the working class people and people from all over the country who'd never travelled before. They say, no, you've got to go to France now. And they're saying, where's France? They hadn't even heard of France. Well, you've got to go there and fight and maybe get your head blown off. Okay, we'll do it because we're protecting our country. Very patriotic, the sort of innocence in their patriotism. And, once the war had been going for a year or so, you don't get any choice. You get conscription. It's like, we need more soldiers, that means you. So everybody, initially they had to be over 20 and more than 5'7" and weigh more than 10.5 stone, and then gradually it sort of went down, and they said, okay, we'll take you if you're 18, we'll take you if you're 17, we'll take you if you're 16. And they didn't have to be so healthy, because the older, healthier guys had already been killed, basically. So that will take you, you're skinny, you've got flat feet, still need you. Everybody got drawn in. It was a terrible thing.